You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building. Baron Davis and Paul Pierce.
What's happening, my brothers?
How y'all doing today?
Welcome.
What we doing today, man?
Man, whatever. Listen, we're talking about sore winners first and foremost because I saw what you guys did with the kids. You had a pickup game of basketball.
Yeah.
And you guys came out and coached.
Yeah, so we
Talk to the mic.
We here part of the Sore Winners campaign sponsored by Being Gay. You know, me being a professional basketball player for 19 years, you know, that was just part of everyday life. You know, waking up, going through the grind, preparing my body to just be sore, and through the use of being gay, you know, it got me through a lot of them days. You know, it's not easy when you gotta grind every day, get on weights, run.
Being gay?
Yeah, being gay. You know, I'm old school, man.
That's what I'm
saying. I'm old school, man. I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just part of my everyday life, part of the grind. So.
But and the cool thing about it, we got a chance to coach just some regular old school dudes. So weekend warriors who came to the gym, and so we gave them a whole NBA experience. Paul coached one team, I coached the other team.
Whose team won?
Paul team. My team was lollygagging, man.
We was up.
So I'm 2-0. I'm 2-0 in celebrity coaching.
Man, I'm
so
like
far.
17-1. I've been out the game longer.
So Ben Gay really works for like.
That's all you care about, Ben Gay?
Cause those high intensity workouts. Cause y'all was on the court all 82 games a season. Like it really works like that.
Yeah, for
man.
sure, man. Listen,
Better than weed.
Yes. Much better, in fact.
Are there parts of your body you can't put Bengay on?
Oh, you
Because
definitely.
I know it's very
Yeah.
burning sensation.
No, you definitely can't put it on your private parts. I didn't have that happen.
See, he had it happen before.
Somebody played a joke on me and did that. They put it in my tights, and so that's definitely not a place you want to put it.
Jeez.
They spread Ben Gay in your tights.
Yeah, it was a joke. You know, you around guys all year long in the locker room. You know, it just guys
They get
figure out
bored.
ways. to just-
Hey, you playing with another
pranks
man's
on
drugs.
you.
That's not Ben Gay. That's being gay.
I want to talk about the NBA Finals now. Who do you think is going to win it all, if you could
Predict.
foresee? And don't say the Celtics.
You know
He
what?
gonna
I'm gonna
say
be
the
all
Celtics
honest. I'm
for
not
sure.
even gonna be biased. You know, I think Golden State is the best team. You know, if they healthy, Steph Curry.
Over Houston?
In the game.
Houston had the best record in the league this year?
Yeah, but they got more star power, man. They got KD. Draymond is just he on another level right now. I think the Celtics is gonna play Golden State though.
You think so? You think they're going to beat LeBron?
I think they're gonna beat Cleveland.
Really?
I do think that.
I think Bron had an off game.
No,
man. He
LeBron had an
scored
off
15
game, but
points.
think about this. They got way more weapons. LeBron is going to be great,
Right.
regardless. I mean, he can go out and score 40, but the rest of them, I don't have no faith in the rest of his teammates. I mean, his second best player, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is too. It's LeBron, Kevin Love, and the rest of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
the rest of them.
the problem is everybody get their shots from LeBron. And I
Yeah.
think that's what Paul's talking about. When you look at Boston, you got Tatum over there. He got wiggle. You got Rozier. He can wiggle. Jaylen Brown. Horford. All these dudes can kind of like get their own shot. And when you look at Cleveland, a lot of their offense depend on the decision-making and the playmaking of LeBron. So I think and on top of that, you know, these young kids, they ain't scared. I think it's going to be a great series, a 7-game series. I've never seen LeBron lose in 7.
He ain't lost in the Eastern Conference since I left, so, you know.
Okay. Okay, true.
You still hate LeBron, Paul?
You know, I don't hate him. I respect him, man. He one of the greatest all times, you know. We had our battles, you know, and it was all good fun. You know, I got a lot of respect for LeBron.
Was it just an on-the-court thing, or did you
It's
really
just on
hate
the court
him?
thing.
Okay,
you know, when I
gotcha.
see him off the court, it's all respect. You know, I go up to him, say what's up. You know, I done seen him at a couple boxing matches in Vegas, Floyd fights and stuff, and they just like, you know, hey, what's up? You know, respect like that. But it looked like I hate him when we was on the court.
Definitely.
That's how it's supposed to be, though. Don't you think everybody
but
buddy
it's
now?
it's
Yeah.
different now.
Nah, it's a
you know,
different
it's
era,
different
for
now.
sure.
You know, everybody work out in the summer. Everybody friends. Everybody follow each other on Instagram. You know, I come from an era where, you know, I don't really
Summertime, you gotta go
I don't
duck
really
off.
mess with you, man. I don't really, you know, we both aiming for the same thing. You know, I don't really.
Yep.
I got my own friends over here I grew up with.
Yep.
You think the league is too soft?
Friendly.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think as compared.
friendly. It's not. I would say it's soft. It's the type of play, right? So you can't play that fast and be physical. Too many people would get hurt.
They call technical fouls all the time. They go to replay to check technical
Well,
fouls now.
yeah. I mean, it's all because of like the speed of the game, right? So they trying to speed the game up, which means you can't be out there kamikaze. You know, if you a hack, you gonna look like a hack nowadays. Like back in the day, we could hold, elbow, you know, referees let that fly. But now, you know, everybody got a camera. Even people at home. Even people at home is like NBA instant replay and shit on Twitter. So, you know, you get caught. You know, you get caught for an elbow.
But now they flopping though. Like they're not even getting hurt. They flopping. The refs calling it because they seen the guy fall on them. Like you remember before?
Because they nervous. I think the refs be nervous. You know,
It's quiet as cats. Just too much money involved now.
yeah.
Cats is making like $200 million. You know,
Man,
they
they can't
trying
be
to clean
getting
it
hurt.
all up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you got role players come off the bench making $90 million, they're trying to clean it up.
How many times you done got elbow, clothesline,
Oh, man,
pushed in the back?
I didn't broke a thumb. I didn't have my teeth knocked out.
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
So you think even though the Celtics are winning, like of course it'd be better if Kyrie was on the floor, Golden Hill was on the floor. So that's what they're trying to prevent having the stars be on the bench during times like this, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to clean it up, man. It's just like clean play, faster play. You know, they're trying to appeal to like the new fans. You know, that's all it is.
You can't even curse at the games. I saw Drake. They told him he's not allowed to curse or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Damn.
You can
I
say
can't
you
go
can
to
get
no
it all.
games.
You can get it all. Drake is an ambassador for Toronto.
But it's the cameras, you know. Cameras is on him. So you know, it's also like it's a corporate empire now. You know, it's not just, you know, like the game, the culture, the niche. You know, we trying to carve out space and make a name for ourselves. It's corporate now, so you know all cameras is on, and you got to be on your best behavior and play your best game.
I saw there was this big debate on Twitter about Kobe versus LeBron, who was a better, I guess, technical player.
Better skilled player.
Skilled player.
LeBron better skilled, but Kobe's a better player than me.
I think Kobe better skilled, and I think LeBron a better player.
Really?
Just overall, yeah. Just because LeBron his ability, right, to play with anybody and make anybody better.
I think LeBron is a better skilled player because he could do more. You know, he a better passer than Kobe. He a better rebounder. I mean, he's ambidextrous. He could use either hand.
True.
He jumped just as high as Kobe in his footwork. His footwork.
I think Kobe
You'll never
footwork.
see. But the thing is, think about this. We seen Kobe before, or we seen Jordan, who Kobe emulated.
Yep.
We haven't seen a
never
player
seen
like
a LeBron. No, for
Magic
sure.
Johnson.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Magic, you don't think Magic?
Like
Nah,
LeBron.
I mean,
Magic wasn't this athletic freak.
Magic wasn't doing it like that.
You know, he wasn't this
Jumpers,
athletic freak.
It's at LeBron the
It's
whole
just like-
package.
Scottie Pippen?
Hell no. If you
I mean, if
crazy,
you put them together,
you put Magic and
you got to
Scottie
put Jordan.
and Penny Hardaway.
No, you have to put Jordan and Magic together,
and Penny
and then
Hardaway.
you get LeBron
And Jordan.
as far
Magic
as
played
skill.
HIV 1-on-1 and won, man. Now.
Hey, you ain't lying. Hey, I was hurt when that news came out. I remember where I was. Man.
Where was you at?
I was in high school, man. I was in high school at Inglewood High, lunch in the cafeteria, and that's when the news came out. Oh, man, I seen people crying.
Man, it was hurtful.
What did you think it was? You think it was like, what did you think that meant?
Think about, like, back in the day, like, you know, when this came out, early 90s, you thought HIV, you automatically dead.
Yeah.
Like Magic, he was like Magic.
You know what I'm
Man.
saying? You it's just like nobody know it was a cure. You know, you didn't know you had, if you got money, you could go get this from wherever.
Right.
Especially in
And
our
so it's just
community.
And then
like
you was thinking about
automatic.
all the
There's
stuff
no
he was
hope.
doing.
Yeah, man, it's just like when you hear
It ain't even that,
HIV
it's
or
just- you
AIDS,
just think
because
death.
before it happened
Yeah.
to Eazy-E, you know? It
Yeah.
happened to Eazy-E, you know, we from the West Coast, so when we hear that, it's like,
Yeah.
oh man, Magic
And we
dead.
ain't
This is
really-
like
we ain't
this is
really
like your
informed,
idol,
you know?
this is like
We
my
ain't informed
idol
about
growing up.
stuff.
So like people was like, man, that was crazy. If you got money though, you can beat anything.
That's what it says.
Except for death.
Except death, right?
Except for death. Now, were you and KG really mad when Ray Allen left the Heat? Like, was that a real anger thing?
Yeah, that was real, man. I mean, because we just felt like loyalty and the bonds you make with brothers. Because think about it, at the time, we was rivals with the Heat. We was rivals with LeBron. You know, it was like, you know, they just beat us in the playoffs. You know, and
not shaking hands.
We're not shaking hands, and it's just like now you go join them. Like we're in a rivalry, we're in the midst of a rivalry where we can possibly, if we come back, we'll see them again next year. And then for the joiner, it's just like we felt a certain kind of way.
Low key, right?
You know, when you with your brother, who you consider a brother and friend, and you go in a whole nother direction that's like opposite of what we doing. It's like you feel like that. It's like a stab in the back. And then, like for me, it was big for me because it was like no warning, like no call or nothing. It was just like jump ship. And so that really kind of hurt me.
Did he tell anybody? He didn't tell you all?
Like, you know, he didn't. I mean, he didn't reach out to me. I don't know what happened between him and KG. I just felt a certain way because we formed a bond. We won a championship together. You know, when you do the stuff on the court and then y'all have a relationship off the court, it just feel like, you know, you should be able to, as a man to man, let's talk about this. If you're gonna jump ship, you know, let's talk, let's see why. You know why? What's going on? You know, you already know. It was tough.
What's the relationship now?
Like I'm good with Ray right now, and we had met up this last summer in China. You know, ironed it out, but you know, KG still he on.
Really?
Rondo, he on.
So
but I know
KG
we all gonna have to come together one day. It's gonna happen. So, you know. But right now, I can't see Rondo or KG making up no time soon, especially since the book came out. I haven't read the book, but, you know, I know some things were said in the book about.
I know people told you what's in it.
I know, yeah, people said some things in it that was, you know, toward KG, toward Rondo. And I thought we was coming close to making it happen, and then the book came out, and it just kind of like, oh, man.
Damn.
So KG and Rondo don't get along either?
No, KG and Rondo like big bro, little bro.
Okay, so they don't like Ray.
Yeah, they gonna ride together.
That's big bro, little bro. We all, you know, we group text all the time. Me, Rondo, KG, Big Baby, Perkins, Tony Allen, we all. But, you know, it's just that situation that happened with Ray. But hopefully, you know, we all can come together, settle our differences. It'll be over. You know, time heals a lot of things.
Well, what would you tell some of the new athletes that's coming into the league now? Because I remember hearing about an incident with you in Boston. And what would you tell them about the clubs and some of the things that they've been through earlier?
Tell them what the incident was.
I mean, it was an incident where I got stabbed 11 times in the club as a young player. You know,
was that rappers that did that to you? That was always the rumor.
It wasn't no rappers that did it. You know, it just, you know how everybody got their crew. You know, and so, you know, it's something that happened. You know, so the rumor was, you know, Benzino and all that, but, you know, it was some people who was distant part of his crew. And you know, it's just when you a target and you young, you black, you got a lot of money. And,
did they try to rob you, or it was just
nah? You know,
you was in the club, and
it was just a situation. You was in the club in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then you know you talking to a female or somebody in their feelings. Next thing you know, you arguing or something with somebody, and then it jumped off.
That could have ended your career.
Could have ended his life.
You got stabbed 11 times.
Yeah, so you know I had. You know, that was tough. You know, no man want to go through that. You know, and you know, for all the young kids out there, I just say you got to be careful, man. Wherever you go, whatever you doing, you know, you got to watch. Hard. You know, and in my situation, it wasn't even about trying to even be hard. You know, it was just like, you know, that's Paul Pierce. He in the club. Maybe he talking to my girl or something, and it just escalated to somewhere it didn't need to.
You was by yourself?
No, I was with a couple other people, you know, that was on the team. But you know how you having a good time, you veer off over here. Oh man, you know, hey, you know how you doing, and you know you ain't walking around.
You ain't from out there anyway.
Yeah, and so
11 times is a lot though. It's not like it's an automatic knife.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Yeah. You know what? I'm blessed. You know, that's what I knew I was here for a purpose, because it's crazy. You know, I start watching the news after that, and I come home and I'm checking out CNN. They said kid got stabbed like 3 times and died.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, you know, I got stabbed 11 times and I'm still here. You know what? Use this as a purpose. You know, use this to send a message out. You know, and you know, that's why I know I'm here for a reason. You know, we grow up in tough areas, you know, as young black kids, and you see things and you go through different things, and you have to learn from it, and you have to, like, you know, builds your character. It shapes you who you are, and it really shaped me. It turned me into a different person, you know, to where you value life. Now I got 3 kids, and, you know, I'll never put myself in that situation again.
Did you change your whole lifestyle after that?
Yeah, it took a while, man, because you got to understand, like, after that, I was still getting death threats. You know, I had 24-hour police sitting in front of my house. That's what people didn't even know. I was, like, paranoid. I was scared to go places. I sat in the house, practice, and that was a tough time of my life, just to get out the house, to even just go to the mall. It was like just to go anywhere, to the store. You know, I had just a lot of stuff going through my mind. Then it got to the point where I got a gun license. I'm carrying a gun everywhere, and I'm like, man, I'm just paranoid.
Right.
You know, wherever I'm going, I don't know who watching me, who over my shoulder. So it took a while to get over that. And then, you know, but probably took a couple years. You know, when you go through an incident like that, it's tough. It hits you mentally. It just
PTSD.
You know, traumatic stress, exactly. Wow. So that was that. I wake up in cold sweats, nightmares, like you feel it happening again. So that took a while. I had to talk to a psychiatrist for a little bit. So that took a while to get over, but, you know, it's past my life, and I learned from it.
Dope.
I would have demanded a trade. Get me the hell out of Boston.
But the thing is, you know what? That came up. They was like, "Do you want to trade?" You know, you can't escape it. You can't run from it. You know, if somebody wants you, it don't matter where you at. Right. I'm still in the public eye. You still know where I'm gonna be at. What city, next city I'm gonna be at, if it's like that. So, you know, I was like, nah, you know, I'm gonna be right here. I ain't going nowhere.
You ever
How
had
did
something like that
everything
happen?
get resolved, though? How did it all get resolved?
No, I mean,
you know what?
Growing up in L.A., you know, me and Pete, we grew up together. So, you know, for me, it was different. Like,
Man, you know how we met, man? He was like a 6th grader, and I'm like, I think I'm a couple years older than Barron. So I'm like 8th grade. We played at the Inglewood YMCA, and I'm looking at this kid, he balling. I'm like, man, this dude nice. And so I tried to get him on the travel team. And so, you know, it started off me jacking him for his chili cheese fries. You know, my chili cheese fries.
Good game, dog. Let me get the chili Fritos.
That's how we met. You know, I was like a big bully.
He was like the big dude at the Inglewood Y. You know, I was from South Central, so I was just trying to be cool. I was trying to figure out where everybody was from.
Right.
And then Pete came over. He was a big dog, and he kind of embraced me.
No,
and then that was cool.
That's
and then
crazy.
We played on the same AAU team, all that. But,
Since 6th
you know,
grade.
we done seen it all. You know, I can honestly say, like, I watched his whole trajectory, right? And I got a front row seat, you know, from everything, ups and downs, highs and lows before it all started, to see where he is now, 20 years later, Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Fresh out of Inglewood. I know his story, you know, and so, you know, I just think that for me it was like a privilege, you know, to be able to see that and to see what he went through, you know what I mean, and to come out at the end of it and still doing what he doing in the community for the kids, with the homies. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, he stayed true. He did it way different than I did. I wish I would have did it like him. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just, you know, P big bro, you know, and I always looked up to him, and, you know, I'm just happy to, you know, just be on this show with him, hear him come out.
What made you go to the Nets of all places? Like, what was that?
That wasn't me going. That was a trade, man. But it was like, you know, our run was over, the big 3. You know, Ray left, and it was like, this is why they at where they at now. You know, so it was like a trade that set up some first-round picks, some lottery picks, and that's why I bought in this position. So it was like, if I'm gonna go anywhere, I want to go to a team to where at least we have a shot at it. And at the time, Darren Williams was here, Joe Johnson. They was balling. They just needed like some veterans like me, KG. So, you know, it was just like a mutual agreement, because it was going to be a trade anyway. And, you know, the GM, Danny Ainge, told us. So we was like, all right, you know, we felt like this was the best spot at the time. You know, I wish I could have spent my whole career in one place in Boston. But, you know, in sports, you know, nothing is loyal.
Right.
You did though. Nobody counting them Nets.
Right.
Did.
Yeah, nice
yeah.
run.
Like
Clippers.
like in another year from now, in another year or two from now, people not even know I played for the Clippers or Brooklyn.
What do the Knicks need? What do the Knicks need?
Oh, gosh.
Like, is there anything
Culture.
that they could do?
Culture.
Coaching.
Oh,
Culture.
They
It seems like
need,
They need
every piece
culture.
That leaves the Knicks.
They need
Goes
culture.
out everywhere else.
Yeah, they need culture, man. I think
they need prayer, man.
when I played, when I played here, we had a little thing called the Knicks tape, and it was just culture. It was just like something that disconnected the team. I don't know if you remember that disconnected the team from the city, because what I always saw was that the city could play a huge role in the Knicks, right? And so everybody is a star on the Knicks. So everybody got an entourage, everybody got a clique, and I think that
Those days are over, buddy.
But still though, people still move around. You know what I mean? People still move around, get comped at restaurants or get front row tables. You may be at the
I don't know,
man. You may be at the end of the bench, dog. You may be at the end of the bench.
It ain't like that no more, no, bro.
Hey,
they might get booed. They walk into a restaurant or something.
They gotta go to the cafe, to the bodegas.
They gotta stand in line at the club out here.
They gotta eat at the cafeteria.
They gotta stand in line out here.
Hey, Paul said something interesting. So the Celtics knew it was business when they traded y'all. Like it was strictly for the future. They're like, look, we love y'all, but we just need to do this for business.
That's exactly what it is.
Wow.
I mean, because you see where they at now. Look, all that trade,
lottery pick this year.
It worked, yeah.
all that trade they did, me, KG back in the day, is coming to fruition right now, and this is what they got out of the picks. It was. I look back, it was a great job.
So how did they repay you in the future? I saw Danny Ainge say that you should have his job one day.
You know what? We all have a mutual respect for each other. I'm always gonna be Boston. That's who I am, and so I understand the business, though. That's just the way it works. This is sometimes the hard truth. Mm-hmm. And players they don't have to be loyal either. You see what KD did. Mm-hmm. They don't have to be loyal either. So he was like, I'm off OKC. I'm over here in Golden State. So that's all part of business. At the end of the day,
you gotta do what's best for you.
You gotta do what's best for you, and they gonna do what's best for them, and that's always part of business.
Would you have, if LeBron wanted to go to the Celtics back in the day when he couldn't beat y'all, and he was like, F that, I want to go play for the Celtics, would you all have accepted it?
Oh, man, we would have open arms.
Open arms. You had that ready to go for going to Miami?
Hey,
It's
different.
It's different. He left our hood to go to their hood. That's how they
would have
feel.
been like, come on, hey, come on, man.
Are you done with basketball? Are you or would you play the big three? Or are you completely done?
Yeah, I'm completely done. I thought about playing big three. He's gonna play big three though, right here.
Gonna play.
It's just that I got too much soreness going on. That's why.
Get some Bengay.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I was on the sore winners campaign with the big game, man. I mean, I tried to play in the off season. Like right now, I try to run up some stairs, and my body just.
It's over.
I'm 40 now, man. I didn't put 19 years in this game.
A long time now.
It's not a lot of people can say they played 19 years in the league. So I'm happy. I'm done with it. It's behind me. I don't have no regrets. I'm cool, So right now, I work with networks, analyzing the games in the playoffs. So I'm happy with how everything ended.
So you like the opposite of Barron, because Barron feel like he didn't exhaust his tank. You feel like you exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Nah, man, I got hurt though.
Yeah, he dealt with a lot of injuries, man.
I've just been trying to over the years, just trying to keep some type of connection. Mm-hmm. And then it's every year I get better. I feel like I get younger. I'm around my homeboys. They older than me. They make me feel way younger. So I'm like, all right.
I ain't that much older. I'm only 1 year older than you.
How many are you on the team yet? Did they do the draft?
Yeah, I got the squad.
That started already?
Me, Drew Good. No, we start June 22nd.
Okay.
Me, Drew
I'm
Good,
gonna come to some games though. I'm gonna be out there
Iverson,
heckling them.
Iverson squad.
Have you been practicing?
I'm gonna be throwing Bengay at them.
The first couple of games me and you went to, they come out there and they still think they got it. Be like, oh, broken leg.
See, that's what I'm afraid of right there.
Oh, torn ACL.
I think I still got there. I go out there and hurt. I was able to get through my career without no major injuries. I don't want to see that happen right now.
You don't heal as fast at 40.
Hell no.
How much does that heckling affect you guys when you are on the court? Because we've seen people's personal lives and all kinds of chants from the audience. I know right now, like
everything should just be kept inside the game. I think heckling inside the game is cool. Once you start extending past, other stuff, then
as long as it don't get race.
Man,
racist,
it be personal,
because like some of these fans, they don't care, man. Y'all know we live in the times to where everybody feel like that's cool again.
Right. Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying?
You never use nobody's personal stuff against him. Like after Kobe caught that charge and then he came back to play. Y'all never use that against him?
Nah, you know what? The thing about the NBA, when you talk, it's a brother. It's like a fraternity, man. So you ain't gonna hit nobody with a personal shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you probably gonna have to see that person again.
You may be on the same team.
And then
had
usually
Melo in the locker room. Melo was waiting outside. Somebody locker room.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Word up.
That was a rumor, dude. See, listen, that was a rumor. I was there that night, and you know what's funny? I was like, they got into it. Then everything happened in the tunnel, and I get on the bus and I sit right next to KG, and I was like, KG, did you say that? He paused for a second. Like, man, I didn't say that. I was like, man, why escalate?
That was a very specific rumor.
You
told Melo Lala tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Where did that even come from?
Oh, man, I asked him, and I asked him more than once, too. So, that was, I don't know where they even got that from. And then next time we get to Boston or New York, they got the boxes of Cheerios, and I'm like, oh, man, come on, man. My man didn't even say that. He didn't even say that.
Now Ray Allen said in his book that
they ran to that bus though. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, y'all ran to that bus though.
They ran to the bus.
No, we was out there. We
didn't run to the bus.
Yeah, come on, man. They pulled the bus all the way to the ramp.
The bus always be right there.
They pulled it up. I was right there. They pulled it up.
First off, I didn't know it was even popping off.
It was popping.
I didn't know it was even popping off. I was just like. I went to the bus. I didn't know it was popping off like that. But trust me, KG is not afraid of Melo. Trust me.
I'm not saying that.
You know that. We just, they brothers at they squashed it right there that night.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Now Ray Allen said you used to take nights off against non-elite players. That's what he said in his book.
He didn't read the book, so he doesn't.
I ain't read the book, man. I never took nights off. People who know me, I would say I would go in the locker room, and depending on the matchup. Like, say we play the Lakers. I'd be like, Ray, it's your night. You got to guard Kobe or something. I got the night off on defense because I don't have to guard LeBron or Tracy McGrady. But as far as, like, nights off, people know me. I play 100 every night. So
you wasn't being literal when you said
I wasn't being
literal. It's like
literal.
competition in that.
It's like competition. My night ain't going to be as hard.
You got to read this book, dog. See what homeboy talking about.
You know what? I don't even. I'm not even going
there. You didn't read the part where he said you used to masturbate with Ben Gay? You didn't see that part?
Oh, nah, he wouldn't say that. If he put that in the book, I'd be like, how would he know? How would he know that?
And Shaq gave you your nickname, right?
Yeah, he gave me the nickname back in the day. It was like 2001 when I went in there and dropped off 45 on Kobe, and he was like, that's the truth right there. He was like, oh, man, that's the truth. He the truth. And it stuck from here on.
Who's the toughest player to play against?
Man, toughest player, think about like 10 years ago. It was hard because you dealing with the wing position, like the position I play. You got Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James. It's like it was so many great wing players. It's just point out one. But I put Melo up there. I did put Melo up there for me. As tough as the guard, just how good he was offensively, and he was physical, and
I thought you said Kobe once too, though.
Yeah, I say I named my top 5. Kobe's up there, but I didn't play against Kobe a lot because when you're in the Eastern Conference, I play against Melo 4 times a year, Kobe twice, so I see him like every other day. I feel like, and then playoffs. So, Kobe, he's up there, but just for the fact that I had to play against these guys more, it was difficult.
What about you, Barry?
Kobe. I would say. Jason Kidd was tough to play against. I played against John Stockton. He was tough. Who else? Gilbert was good.
Oh, Gilbert was a beast.
Gilbert was dope.
Man, that's who y'all should have on the show.
Chris Paul was tough. Anybody who could, just basically
Gilbert's a nut.
Dribble. Iverson.
You see
of course, Allen Iverson.
His show is crazy.
Yeah, Gilbert crazy. Allen Iverson was, of course, Allen Iverson. It was, we played in the era, man. It was so many good players. Like, every team had good players. Like, you really couldn't take no nights off because every team had a good guard. Or if the guard wasn't as talented, they coming at you, picking you up full court. So for me, it was just like I couldn't afford to take no nights off. We wasn't that good. They were real good. So, playing against the top competition, it was always you aiming for the top dogs,
Gotcha.
Is executive something you're looking for? Because Danny Ainge says that you should take over for him one day.
Maybe one day. I haven't put much thought into it. I feel like if I was an executive, a general manager, I could really do good at building the team. I'm thinking about it. Maybe one day. But he doing a hell of a job right now. The way he putting that team together and bringing them young boys in, and having draft picks on the side. He took Tatum over Fultz. Mm-hmm. He fleeced the Sixers on that one. I'm like, wow. And you look at Fultz didn't even get no minutes. Number one pick got no minutes in that series. I couldn't believe that versus the Celtics. And Jason Tatum, the number 3 pick, is out here shining. He out here shining, man. Y'all better watch out for him. He next in line.
Where's LeBron going?
Lakers.
Think so? I don't think he's going to leave. You think he'll leave?
If he does, he
if
better
LeBron
go to the
want to
Lakers.
win another championship,
He go to Philly.
he go to Houston.
True.
If he want to build his brand for life after basketball,
Go to L.A.
he go to L.A.
And what would staying in Cleveland do for him?
Heartache and pain.
Staying in
A
Cleveland.
lot of big game.
A lot of big games. A lot of cold nights. I mean, he gonna get there. He gonna be there, but he gonna be there living in Cleveland again.
You don't think that damages your legacy though? All that moving around and
No,
It's
not
different.
in this era.
It's different now.
Not in
It's
this
different,
era.
man.
God.
You see, KD made the move. It's different now.
If he wins,
So
LeBron.
if I can see him going to Houston, joining up with CP and James Harden. I could see that. I could see him. I could see him maybe going to Philly, joining up with them young boys.
I can see that.
If you were his agent, what would you recommend?
If I'm his agent, the way LeBron playing now, I'll probably steer him in the way of LA because he got so much going on away from basketball,
Right,
man. He
Hollywood,
building an empire.
Yep.
And what better place to continue that empire and follow in the
And
footsteps of Magic Johnson?
The Lakers got the most
he could push
young
$1 billion.
talent coming up. The Lakers got the most young and upcoming talent.
more than the Celtics?
I mean, they right there.
Nah.
Really, they right there.
Nah, not right there.
I mean,
the Celtics is right there, right now.
The Celtics are there. But the Lakers, I think, got the next iteration of a great group of like 4 young guys who are all the same age, and I think this is the year. Once Ball,
You'll rock them Ball Brothers shoes. You'll rock them.
the BBB.
The BBB.
I got some.
I got
You
some
got some?
slides.
He got
Yeah.
slides.
I
You got some
definitely
slides.
I
I need to get some. You know
Yeah,
what?
you
I need to
get.
get some.
Man, come on.
I'll support the Ball family, man.
Yeah.
They
And he
from-
gonna
they
be
from
real
LA.
good. Next
I'll
year, he gonna be
support them,
real
man.
good.
I wish they could,
gonna be real good next
LeVar.
year.
If y'all hear this, send Truth some shoes, man. I need a size 15, man. Hook me
I
up.
just don't understand why LeBron would go to the Lakers because he's not going to win over there. Not in the West.
You never know, man. They got pieces though. They got young pieces.
Think about
and when
this.
you think about matchups, they can match up with anybody. They just don't have nobody like LeBron to teach them how to win. So only thing LeBron need is one veteran dude that can rock with him. All them young guys, they solid.
But say they get LeBron, and then they got enough money to get Kawhi or Paul George.
Oh,
Then you got
yeah.
something. Then you got something. So I could see them in the background, hitting each up on the DM or texting each other like, well, let's make this move this summer. It's going to be a very calculated move, whatever move LeBron make. Trust me. He's not going to just do it just to do it.
And what do you think about the Ball brothers, the younger ones that went to Lithuania and went to Spain? You think they got a shot in the league?
Time will tell. I definitely think so. It's a young league. When you look at the kids 19, 20 years old playing, you look at Tatum playing in the Western Conference Finals, he only, 20 years old?
Just turned 20.
So you don't really start to really maximize like your true potential and your strength.
I wish they had went
23.
to school though, and just I feel like they tried to rush the process by going overseas playing like.
I don't think they was built for school. Maybe.
But another year for the young one, LiAngelo, to just play his last year of high school.
You mean Melo? Yeah.
LaMelo.
Yeah.
Just saying. And the other one who went to UCLA, unfortunately, he got into that,
that was just
incident. So he had to do what he had to do. But you got to develop. You can't just go to the league. It ain't just easy like that. You can't just say I'm going to the league. The league is real.
Yeah. For sure.
Like it's the best
You
of
ain't
the
lost in the
best.
shuffle.
You know, it's the league real, man. You only got 400 players out of millions of players out there trying to play. Right now, you got probably like 100 million kids talking about going to the league next year.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't just go to the league.
That's
you
real.
know, you got to put in the work. It's a process, you know, and you can't skip that.
Are you gonna be sorry? You gonna be weird?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna last long.
We appreciate you guys for joining us.
Thank you,
Right.
man.
You guys
Man,
excited
no
for
doubt.
Basketball Wives coming back?
Basketball wise.
What's that?
Oh, that's coming
What's
back. Who in it? Who
The
in it?
original cast members.
Man, don't get him started. Don't get that.
Sean is back. Evelyn's back. Jennifer's back.
Man.
Tammy
Oh,
Roman's
they
back.
made up.
Nah, that's cute.
You ever smash any of them, Paul, Barron?
Nah, you know what? I was actually in Boston, you know, when Antoine was with Evelyn, Eric Williams was with Jennifer,
I know your ex too.
and you know my ex. Who's my ex? What's her name?
Rebecca?
Oh wow.
Now they're trying to pull up the text.
You know what? Though? It's a reason she was. You know, it's a reason she wasn't on the show. You know. Huh?
You told her no?
You know.
And then y'all didn't even get married. So she
I
could
know.
have been getting that.
Nah, she couldn't have. You know, it's certain
That
things
paperwork?
that come. Yeah.
Stormy Daniels don't give a damn about the NBA. Paul, don't speak too soon. All right? Don't get cocky.
This was before all the social media. I had to pull that out.
There you have it. It's Baron Davis and Paul Pierce. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.